Okay, so our skier that's on the water is Michael Williams. I don't have any information about him, but at least now we know who he is. Doing some side slides and reverses and some more side slides and a fall. Give these kids a lot of credit for trick skiing at the tender age of boys one. All right, so our next boys one trick skier looks like will be Donald Doster. And he's on one ski. Trying some side slides maybe. Well, young Donald doesn't seem to be really comfortable on a trick ski just yet, but give him kudos for getting out there. This may be his first nationals. I don't know. I don't have a bio on him, so I don't know what his region is. But kudos for going out there and and tricking on one ski. It's more than I can do. Out here at the 2020 National Championships at Tri-Lakes in Zachary, Louisiana. A lot of action going over on Lake One. Men's 7 slalom. Jack Everett, number 2 seed, I think, just ran 38 off. 2 at 39 right now is the benchmark, I believe. Looked like maybe he ran over the buoy. Back over here on Lake 2. Don Doster's back on the water. second skier in the Boys One Trick event. Looked like we got a side slide. Another side slide. Oh, trying for a reverse. Signaling the boat. Change the speed a little bit, maybe. Ooh, another side slide. Can only get credit, of course, for doing it once, but certainly he's done it enough times that one of them will certainly be a credited trick. Good for him. Good for Donald Doster, our second skier in the Boys One Trick division. So just to recap, Michael Williams was our first skier. He has an average trick score of 19. And Don Doster, I don't know if he's Don or Donnie, but Don Doster has an average score of 39. Next skier on the water is Colton Anderson. Colton has an average score of 200. He's on one ski. Trying on a side slide there and a reverse. Oh, and fell on looked like an attempted back. I don't know if he got all the way around. And then unwound back towards the boat with a fall. So unofficially, certainly no credit for the front portion of that trick combo. But maybe he gets credit for the back turn. We won't know until the trick scores are posted, and that will take a little bit of time because all of the trick scores or all of the trick runs are evaluated by the judges reviewing from TV camera in the judges tower, which I am sitting next to here doing the webcast. Next to me is our brand spanking new chairman of the board of the American Water Ski Association, Keith Lindemulder. He was elected and took over that role at yesterday's board of directors meeting. Congratulations to him. He'll do a great job leading our sport. All right, so Colton Anderson coming back into the course. He's skiing behind the Nautique ski boat, 2020 ski boat. Ooh, he had a back and a front there, and those looked good. It looks like he's trying to try another trick. I don't know. Maybe he's done all the ones he knows. I have no way of knowing how many of my listeners this afternoon participate in the Ball of Spray forum. But if you don't, I would encourage you to check it out at ballofspray.com, all one word, Ball of Spray. It's a very fun, entertaining, informational forum, and there are a lot of good articles and information elsewhere on the Ball of Spray website. I encourage you to check that out. So over here, tricking now, we have Nicholas Bailey. Nicholas really pretty much looks like he knows what he's doing out there. He's got a tournament average of 297 points. He did take a fall in the middle of his first pass, but the boat will go back. That beautiful white with blue metal flake Mastercraft towboat will pick him up and take him down to the far end of the lake for his second pass. If you're not following the action over on Lake One, we've got a runoff between Chris LaPointe and Jack Mills with unofficial scores of 2 at 39 off at 32 miles an hour. The rules of the runoff will be that they'll have to come off the dock at 38 off, 32 miles an hour. Both of these skiers are real veterans, and I don't think that they will be bothered terribly by having to go off the dock at 38 off. But that will be separating the men from the boys, that's for sure. Chris LaPointe's dog Henry just came wandering by a few minutes ago, and I'm holding on to him until Chris or Jen get the opportunity to come corral him. Henry and my dogs are big pals at LaPointe Ski Park down in Orlando, Florida. If anyone has an interest in coming to Orlando and skiing, we'd love to host you at LaPointe Ski Park. Okay, over here on Lake 2, Nicholas Nicholas Bally is no, I'm going to change that again. I think it's Anders Gustafson that's on the water. My bad. All right, so Anders Gustafson appears to be coming back into the trick course for pass number 2 on one ski. Ooh, fell on an attempted 360. So there's going to be a short delay between skiers while Anders gets picked up by the towboat and they give him a ride back into the dock. We pick up our next skier. So now is the time to turn your attention over to Lake 1, where we have a runoff for the men's 7 slalom title between Chris Lapointe and Jack Mills. Jack is the first skier off the dock, and that's a bit of an advantage because he was the last skier to go, and he is all warmed up. Chris has been sitting, waiting for the better part of an hour, maybe almost an hour and a half since he skied. He's going to have to come off the dock cold, stone cold, to run his 38 off opener. But by golly, if there's a skier out there in the men's 7 division that can run
it might be weird to aim down
38 off, it's Chris Lapointe.
We'll just go down there.
Yeah, sure. Just yeah, you just let me know.
That's how a hurricane
I think I've got it.
I have a back out of course that I have but I still want to do it after the rest.
It was like no pasta, no rice, no toilet paper, no flour. I'm like, are people really going to bake? I'm like, what the heck?
You guys will be in the top boats, like
Back to be in time.
in the one, and then so the change of plan is.
All right, it's been my pleasure to keep you informed this afternoon. This is John Wilkins, LP skier, turning the microphone over to Graham Fraser of Charlotte, North Carolina. Graham?
All right, I believe Nicholas Bailey, unfortunately, going down a little early there. Towboat picking Nicholas up to go down to the other end and come back for his second pass. All right, Nicholas coming back for pass 2 from the west end of the lake. He's got an average of about 300 points, so he's going to be looking to get a few tricks in here. Couple of side slides. Oh, looked like he went for an O there and was very close to pulling it out, but unfortunately went down. So boat will give him a ride back to the dock. Classic runoff going on the other lake right now with Chris LaPointe coming out on top.
Oh, Gigi, he's gonna run the channel. Ready? You gotta get your
All right, continuing with Boys One Trick. The red and gray NLT coming back into the course should be with Rhett Bucher. I hope I'm saying that right. I believe Rhett's from Indiana. And here comes Rhett into the trick course. Looks like he's starting off with a couple side slides. Nice O. Oh, and going down on the reverse, I believe. Red has an average of about 300 points, so he's well on the way to that with his first couple of tricks, and hopefully he can exceed that after his second pass. So the Nautique will pick Red up, and he'll have another shot at it. All right, the Nautique turning around on the west end of the lake with Brett Bucher ready to come back for his second trick pass. Brett coming into the trick course now. Brett getting a couple backs and fronts in here. Going for the wake back, and unfortunately going down on the wake back. But I think with an O and a couple backs and fronts and some side slides, he should be very close to that, to his average. So hopefully he's happy with that. We as skiers are rarely happy, no matter how well we do. I'm going to go out on a wild guess here and say that the next skier is Rhett's brother, Jacob, also a Bucher from Indiana.
Hello? Hello? Hey, Haley. Okay, that's four, thank you. Go ahead, Elaine. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go. Thank you, bye. Hey, you want to go Michelle? Michelle. Have fun, Jake.
Lots of Nautique skiers in the boys 1 division here. Jacob Bucher coming back into the trick course. See if his run is similar to his brother's. Jacob starting off with some side slides. Oh, and unfortunately going down early. I'm not sure if that was if he got the back in there, and we'll get credit for that, or if he and went down on the front. We'll have to see what the judges do for him. Lots of skiing to get in today, so now we've got trick on both lakes. Nautique picking Jacob Bucher up to turn him around for pass number 2. All right, Jacob turned around and coming back down with the sun at his back, coming into the trick course at a pretty slow speed by my estimation. Looks like he's on the toe back, toe front. Oh, and a fall. Hopefully he got those two tricks in before his before he went down there. I'm not at the best observation point to be calling tricks, but I'll hope that he got those in. Jake looks like he's having a good time, getting pulled back to the dock, jumping the wakes a little bit, getting his money's worth.
Far down that list over there.
Dad's actually watching us.
A little over half.
She was like, those people are dressed weird. She sent me this.
Do you know the age group of men 7?
And I'm like, 17.
Yeah. I think we have a
Or no, is it 65, 30? Because I went, yeah.
He's my dad.
And is in 1-6.
All right, man. Give me Jack back now. Walker Blair. You are Mr. Walker Blair.
That's me, ITV. Walker. Walking rainbow. I like it matches. Oh yeah, Kobe's smart.
And with that, we'll move into our top 10 seeds of the Boys One Trick division. Walker Blair coming up next. I don't have bios for most of these guys, but I do know a little bit more about Walker Blair as he lives about 3 miles from me. All right, Walker coming in behind the Nautique from Mooresville, North Carolina. Walker coming to the trick course, starting off with some side slides. Moving pretty quick, backs and fronts. He's going for some back-to-backs there. An O. And a reverse O. Walker looking good and moving farther. He's going for some wake tricks now. Nope, he's just jumping the wakes for fun. Oh, there's a wake back. All right. So a stand up first pass from Walker. Walker has got a couple of older brothers that'll be tearing up the Trick Lake sometime over the next couple days, if they haven't already. Dropping Walker at the west end of the lake to regroup for a second. He'll be coming back in for a second pass. All right, the boat picking Walker back up and bringing him back in for pass number 2. Walker skis at Skyview Lake in Harmony, North Carolina, and on Lake Norman. Walker and his 2 brothers, I know, trick with the great open men skier and I think defending open men national champion Kevin Jack. So a lot of good tricking out of the Walker boys. Excuse me, the Blair boys. Looks like Walker's going to do some toe tricks on his second pass. He's working to get his foot in. Oh, and unfortunately went down trying to get settled. Great stand-up first pass for Walker, and unfortunately coming up short on the second pass, but I believe his first pass should be get him close to his average of 650 points. I'm not going to try to judge and score and add all at the same time, but I think it'll be in that neighborhood, so good skiing for Walker.
Take the board, you're going to go, and I'm going to get dropped off here and I'm going to run to you. Okay? Now we're going to do that over by that boat. See that second dock for the boats? That far dock?
See how there's 4 of them?
See how the skiers let it go? So they're just swinging right there. It's going to drop. They're going to take off his board and he's going to bring it to you as fast as possible. You're going to stand over there and leave. You will. Tell him good luck. And now you go grab.
I like the teamwork, guys.
Alright, go grab your window.
We're gonna hopefully get this whole spot.
Y'all set on tips. Has Gio been swinging by?
Yeah, he's got one right now.
Okay.
Welcome back. Alright, we've got Landon.
You have 2 more, 1 more after this, and then you're done. Okay. You can put it up, we'll put it back on the lift. Okay, got it. You got it. After that's all master class. Okay. Thanks, Greg. Yep. We have 12-0, 0. We've got 8-2.
Have fun, buddy.
0.
Continuing on with the boys 1 trick division, working through our top 10 seeds. This is Landon Atwell. Looks like Landon's part of Team Illinois, also skiing behind an Nautique. Unfortunately, I don't know as much about Landon as I do about the previous skier. Looks like Landon's riding a wakeboard and he's tearing it up. He's got some backs and fronts, a couple O's already. Wave to the boat. He's happy with those tricks on his first pass and just going to hang out now, I think. Enjoy the ride for a minute. Looks like Landon is also choosing to drop at the other end. Ski Nautique making a turn at the far end of the lake. Working back into the course here with Landon. Landon coming into the trick course for pass number 2. That big Ski Nautique not quite planed off. Landon doing some additional spins. I think he was going for a 5 there, and unfortunately wasn't able to pull that off. Landon's one of several skiers bunched up in that mid-600s point average, so interesting to see how it comes out between Landon, Walker Blair, and Jacob Bucher. Landon getting a ride back to the dock. One of the perks of being a boys 1 skier. As a fellow trick skier, I'd like to lobby that the same thing happen for the men 3 division. It seems unlikely.
Down and go put them back.
I'll do what I need to do.
Don't show up. Gigi, you are back on time. I know, right? Woo!
Oh, God.
Last one.
Just like the kids. At least they're not with a bicycle somewhere. I was going to say.
Yeah, they went to lunch.
Bring the kids. It was really you.
Am I doing all boys one?
And I'm like, hey, you. Here's
12 miles per hour.
You doing okay again? All right. All right. Thank you, sir. So you got it. Have fun. We're going to do good things.
Coming on to pick you up.
Can I hop in? Can I hop in?
Looks like our first Boys One Mastercraft skier. In the trick event, you can choose which boat you go behind. It's the only event as such. It's very important to get the wake you're used to from a shape and width standpoint. All right, Gavin Bickley. He is not behind the Mastercraft. Nice wake tricks. Gavin, a Southern Region skier. Still going, standing up. Another, got an O in at the end, it looks like. Really nice looking trick run, standing up. Only our second stand-up first pass so far, I believe. All right, Gavin Bickley coming back into the course behind the Nautique. Looks like he's going to do some toe tricks. A toe back, toe front. Going for a nice long side slide. And he's going to take the handle off his toe and try to do some more hand tricks. Going for a line back, line front. Making sure he's getting those O's in. Very good pass from Gavin. So, and the fist, we got the fist. Awesome tricking from Gavin. I'm going to go ahead and guess that that's going to put Gavin in the lead for now. But a tough group coming up ahead of him, or behind him, I should say. All right. Continuing with the sibling theme there. Gavin, I know, has a brother named BG, and our current skier on the water is Zeke Gustafson, who I think had a brother earlier in the division, Anders. So here is our first Mastercraft skier now coming to the course. Zeke starting off strong with some backs and fronts. An O, reverse O, still going strong. Wake tricks. It's like a wake back and a wake front. Making sure he got credit for that. And another stand-up run in the books, Zeke Gustafson. Zeke dropping down at the west end of the lake, getting ready for pass 2. Zeke, our 7th-seeded boys one tricker, so it's going to start ramping up from here. I know some of the top skiers have averages over 3,000 points, so some serious good boys one tricking to come. The thing about water skiing is you never know what's going to happen. You can outski your seed very easily because trouble comes fast.
And you guys live where? Northern Indiana?
So Zeke making
okay, is this your very first national?
Put himself in a good spot.
Did you Mastercraft this morning?
You got 2 in a row.
Did you trick
potential
today?
to make the podium.
How did you do?
What happens,
Good.
in the
Did
next
slalom too?
7 skiers.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? And how did you get here? Who sent you here? Did Good Water Skis sponsor your entry fee to the Nationals?
Yeah.
Because it's your first time?
Yeah. Yep.
Is that pretty awesome or what?
Yeah.
Does that make you guys like professional water skiers?
I guess so.
Maybe?
I guess so.
Could be, right? So are you going to ski later? Are you going to jump too?
No.
No, you're not jumpers?
Pro Star
man,
turning
next
around
year.
the west end of the lake and
Get
bringing
into
Zeke
boys
back
two
for
or
pass number
girls
2.
Will that be cool?
Yeah.
What are you going to do for the rest of the week then?
Probably watch my other cousins.
Your other cousins are going to ski too? How about
Probably
you?
my brother.
Zeke getting in the toe position and starting with a toe, I believe. Toe back, toe front. Good save there. He got a little out of position. Continue with some side slides. Coming close to disaster, but saving it every time. And now he'll take the handle off his toe. Let's see if he's got any hand tricks left to do. Nope, I think he's happy with what he's done. The hay's in the barn for Zeke, so he'll call it a day and see what the judges do for him.
You're not too. I'm like. So I got Charlie and then
Congratulations to Zeke on 2
I got
stand-up
Charlie and Ada.
runs.
Once they're done and we get them here, we'll do sort of the same thing.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Good job.
It's very good. I'm impressed.
Alright.
So how many more trickies have we got?
1,
5 or 6.
2, 6 more.
6 more? Okay.
I have all the last ones.
And we're moving fast now. Next boys one tricker on the water, Doug Lohr. I believe Doug is out of Orlando, Florida, and from a long line of good 3-event skiers, or amazing 3-event skiers, I should say. Doug coming into the trick course. Looks like he starts with a wake front, wake back. Doing some back-to-backs, or fronts and backs. Ooh, unfortunately dropped the handle, missed a handle pass on a O, I believe, there. Doug was moving with a little more speed than most of the skiers we've seen so far, so but unfortunately losing the handle there. The Lohr family from my home state of Virginia, I know they're Benny and Susie, amazing 3-event skiers. Benny, I believe, is the top seed in men 3 trick. And I think Susie is Susie Davis, undoubtedly. I'm not sure if she would be skiing Masters women or what, but she'll be a very high seed in whatever division she's in. And I think of the top 6 skiers here, 3 of them are from the Lohr family, the Davis family, which is Susie Lohr, formerly Susie Lohr. So lots of great trick skiing in that family, and we'll see some more from Doug right now, hopefully. All right, Douglas Lohr coming back in from the west end. Looks like Doug's going to do some toe tricks. Getting wrapped up. Going to start with either toe O or toe 5. Oh, nope. It was a shadow. I'm sorry, it was a wrapped up. It was toe back, toe front. Going outside the wake. I think he's going to try a toe wake back. Oh, got jerked a little bit there on the front there. I'm not sure if he'll get credit for that toe wake back or in a fall on the front. We'll have to see what happens there. But good skiing by Douglas Lohr. Hopefully he'll be okay with that. Like I said before, we're never happy as skiers, and I'm sure Doug's not thrilled to be in the water right now. But hopefully the score will be okay.
Once they pick up Benjamin, just let Blue Boat's going to come by and grab you. You can hop on and it'll be ready over there, okay?
If he knew he wasn't going to make the runway, he would have tried to land it on the freeway. Because the flight paths for most of the time follow the freeway coming up north. And then just before he gets to the airport, the freeway goes to the right and he keeps going straight. And he thought he could have made it to the runway. He was trying to.
Where to go after this? Time on that. After this, you're off for 2, and then you have the final 2. We're going to be here to 5:30 anyway. Unweighted, you can come and grab your skier when you're ready.
Okay. We'll wait till they go.
Yep.
All right, moving into our top 5 seeds. Boys one trick. So these guys are hoping to ski or exceed their seed and end up on the podium. Our next skier, Benjamin Davis, I believe is the cousin of our previous skier. There are several very talented young Davis skiers, and I believe Ben Davis is Susie's son. All right. I think we're about to be moving here on the North Lake, again behind the Mastercraft. We went from a lot of Correct Craft skiers to a lot of Mastercraft skiers in a row. So we've got 2 Mastercrafts in the water at the same time. Try to keep us moving. And again, this is Ben Davis with our averages start creeping up. He's got about a 1,400 point average, so he'll be trying to, again, ski or exceed that average. Jumping the wake's getting comfortable coming into the course. Ben starting off with some side slides. Backs and fronts. Back to backs. Looking very controlled and calm. Looks like he's going to do a line trick. Oh, and I think going down on a line back there. Ben getting well into his first pass before that falls, so getting some points on the board. Mom Susie in the boat giving a couple words of wisdom before we pick Ben up and spin him at the end of the lake for his second pass. All right, 5th seed, Benjamin Davis, coming back into the course from the west end with the sun at his back. Red and gray Mastercraft going nice and slow for a very light trick skier. Grandfather Steve here in front of me looking on in anticipation of a good run, starting with some toes. Toe back to front. Think a slide. Going for the reverse toe back and unfortunately going down. That's a pretty tough trick. Ben, our 5th seed, but hoping for a medal, but there were a couple stand-up passes before him, so we'll have to see if that holds up for him. He's undoubtedly hoping to be in the top 5. All right, we're going from the East Coast to the West Coast with our next skier, Zeke Galante. I hope I pronounced that right, Jake and family. Jake looks like he's from California, also choosing the Mastercraft and coming in behind the white and teal from the east end of the lake for pass number 1. Jake going right into the wake chicks with a wake back-to-back reverse. Some backs and fronts, followed by back-to-backs. Looks like a wake back, wake front, cruising. Going right into the line tricks, the line back, line front. He's going to try the wake line back, wake line back, wake line front. Really nice looking run. Throw in some side slides at the end for good measure. Get that extra 80 points. Really nice stand-up pass from Zeke Galante out of California behind the Mastercraft.
We have 3 more first-time nationals competitors, right? Yeah. You're Ada. Your name is? Grace. And this is Charlie, just like our friend Charlie up on the dock. So this is your very first nationals, right? Did you slalom ski this morning? Grace, did you slalom too? Yes. And you tricked today? How did it go? Good. Did you ski well? Did you ski well, Charlie?
Yeah, I got 5th
place.
5th place for my first national.
That is fantastic.
I'm pretty excited about that.
I bet it's hugely exciting. What place you
Zeke Galante sitting at the west end of the lake. The Mastercraft getting ready to
awesome.
Pick him up and bring him back in.
That's fantastic. And
something in the low teens miles an hour, I'm guessing, or 10 or 12. Not quite planed off.
That's pretty awesome, isn't it, that Mrs. Dawn Goode did that for you?
She should get an award for being the nicest person in the world.
She should get an award for being the nicest person in the world. That is so
Wake surf speed
cool. Anything else you guys want to say?
Those of us that weigh 4 or 5 times as much as Jake.
Isn't it cool? Because you ski on a good slalom ski too, don't you? That is fantastic. All right, so What we're going to do is say, thank you, Dawn. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Dawn.
All right. Thanks, guys. I
Has to
really
get up in
appreciate
that
that.
range, but he's putting
All
himself
right?
in a good spot for
That's
the
it.
goal right now.
It's pretty
See if he
easy. I
also
told you it's going to be
starts
easy.
with toes. Looks like he is. Starting with some toe slides, toe wake back, toe wake front. Going into the toe backs, reverse toe back, successful reverse toe back in front. Looks like we're getting some toe back to backs. Definitely the strongest toe run we've seen so far, but unfortunately going down. With a stand-up hand pass, some line tricks, and at least one toe back-to-back there, I'm going to guess that this is going to put him in the lead. Jake Galante out of California.
Good to know. Oh, it's been a long day.
No kid.
Jake waving to the shore for his ride back. Looks like he's happy. And we'll move into our top 3 in the boys 1 division, top 3 seeds.
Where's our buddy?
Can you tell my friends? Crazy.
What would you like?
Last one.
Me too.
Is this are we taking them from here?
Sure.
Okay. 14-0 B2? Okay, I got that.
It doesn't matter.
What's going on?
Well, I didn't know. Like, sometimes we have
we're finishing up the
to.
last
No one else
couple
might
students'
do.
talk started here.
Jackson and when we're done.
And Freddie's in.
Okay.
And you have his paper? Jackson Stable?
I had one screw up.
We're bringing Jackson Stable in. First pass.
Oh, I think I have that.
All right, Jackson.
I think I have that on there.
All right, staying on the West Coast theme, Jackson Stauble, also out of California. Take the water.
Hey, Freddie.
I don't think so. I think it's just going to stay with this. Yeah, that's been a quite disappointing.
Hit it.
There we go. Oh, yeah, they already have the card. I was like, looking for the card.
All right, the teal and white Mastercraft making its way into the course. Jackson jumping the wake a couple times to get settled. Make sure the speed's right. All right, number 3 seed, Jackson Stauble. Looks like he's going to start with a line trick maybe. Wake line back, on front, line back, wake line front. That's a quick 540 points, I believe. And then going right into some wake back-to-backs here. Wake back-to-back, reverse, back-to-back, reverse. Now some wake backs and fronts. Oh, no, a 5. Very nice. And then a surface turn, a couple surface O's, or maybe a 5. Some side slides at the end for good measure. I believe a nice stand-up run for Jackson. It was a little bit hard for me to tell what he was doing there, but and I'm not a trick rules aficionado, but I think he did back-to-backs and then finished with a couple O's there, which I don't think you can get credit for both. So he might be just throwing some O's in to make sure he got credit for one or the other, or I may just not have been able to see what he was doing. So either way, it was a stand-up pass for Jackson. He ought to be in the mid 1,500, 1,600 point range at least, I think, from that pass. So we'll see what he's got in store for the second pass to try to get up in that 3,000 point range and secure a top 3 spot. Jackson Stauble out of California coming back into the trick course from the west end of the lake. Sun's getting low behind his back. Jackson putting his foot in the rope to do some toe tricks. Looks like he is definitely wrapping up for either a toe O or a toe 5. And here we go. Jackson starting with a toe 5 back. Very nice. Toe back to back. Reverse. Toe front. Some toe fronts and toe backs here. Very nice. Oh, he's going for, I believe, a toe wake back to back. Very nice. And a toe wake front. A couple toe slides at the end, and a very nice toe pass for Jackson. So really nice run. 2 stand-up runs for Jackson. That's going to undoubtedly put him in very good shape to be in the top 3 of the boys 1 division. All right, moving into our top 2 seeds, which are brothers. And Ricky Davis, the first of our top 2, I believe Ricky's 8 years old. His other brother skied earlier, I believe, Ben Davis, and his cousin Doug Moore. His older brother Freddie will be our top seed. So lots of good trick skiing here out of the Lohr family from Virginia. 4 of our top 6 seeds, and here comes Ricky. Ricky starting with hands into the sun. Starting with a wake front and a wake back. The reverse wake back, some back-to-backs. Oh no, excuse me. Wake back-to-back. Reverse. There are the back-to-backs. Good thing I'm not judging this run. Moving into some line tricks, line back, line front. I think some side slides there at the end. And a stand-up run from Ricky, who I believe is 8 years old. I'm sure Ricky does a little skiing at Lohr's Lake in Virginia from time to time, but I think he lives in Florida. Ricky Davis coming in behind the Mastercraft from the west end of the lake, ready for pass 2. Guessing he's going to do some toe tricks here. Ricky putting the trick rope on his foot and getting wrapped up. Looks like he's going to start with a toe 5 back. Very nice toe 5 back. Some toe back-to-backs here. Toe backs and fronts. He's going for the toe wake back-to-back. Good save. And a toe wake front. Ricky's still going, so looking to throw in a couple slides at the end. Toe O wrap in, very nice, and wrap out, successful. That was the only one of those we've seen in the boys 1 division, so really nice tricks there, Ricky. Congratulations on standing up that run. Pretty exciting trick event here happening on the North Lake with 1 skier remaining. Unfortunately, I don't have any scores to share, but I know that's going to be pretty close of our last couple of skiers standing up both their runs. Both should be in that 3,000 point range, so we'll see if they get credit for everything and see who comes out on top here with 1 skier remaining, which is Freddie Davis, our last skier's brother. Seth Stisher stopping by with a trick ski. Seth, are you going to trick next year? No comment from Seth. I saw a lot of fear in his eyes, though.
Once again, folks, end-of-day medals. We're going to do
Not
a
as much
grand
fear as if we
conclusion
made
of
it
these
go
events. We
east.
have one more boy tricker coming out, and a few more gals yet to go. But women 7 trick and slalom, women 8 trick and slalom, men 7 slalom, boys 1 trick, girls 1 trick. Maybe we'll squeeze in the overall 2. I don't know if the scores by then, but just a heads up.
Freddie Davis. Sounds like Chris Seller in the boat. Last day's game, it's been a really exciting day. Really cool to see so many junior players skiing, especially at a high level. So Freddie Davis, top seed with an average of 39. Really strong skiing with the boys 1 division. Ricky coming into the course with the behind the Mastercraft with the bright sun in his eyes. Freddie starting with some wake tricks, wake backs and fronts, reverse, going into some backs and fronts on the surface, wake back to back, reverse, back to back, reverse. Going for a wake 5, a wake O. We'll see how he goes on there. From my vantage point, it'll be questionable if he gets credit for those. We'll see how the judges that know better than I do how they do. But nevertheless, a stand-up pass from Freddie. So strong skiing from our top seed. Freddie hoping to beat out a couple brothers and a cousin for this top spot among other skiers from the West Coast. I just heard Tony mention we're in our 12th hour of coverage. So big thank you to Tony and the whole team at the Water Ski Broadcasting Company for making this happen. It's awesome to have this coverage at Nationals. Freddie Davis going around the island at the west end of the lake. Mastercraft coming in for the last pass of the day on the Boys 1 trick event. Freddie almost certainly going to do toes, but I can't see him behind the boat right now. Yep, looks like he's getting wrapped up. As he comes into view, I see Freddie looks like he's going to start with either toe O or toe 5. Toe 5 for Freddie. Toe back-to-backs. Toe backs and fronts on the surface. Looks like he's going for the toe wake back-to-back. Very nice. Toe wake front. Some toe slides. A toe O wrap in and out. Very strong trick run. Toe wake back. Toe wake front. Freddie's still going, undoubtedly. And I think I saw a fist there. It's always a good day when you get to throw the fist on the water. So congratulations, Freddie, for the good skiing, man. I'm going to guess that his toe pass has got more points than his hand pass in it. So hard to call right now. I wish I had some scores, but we're going to have to wait and see how that goes. And I think that's our last skier of the day. So congratulations to the strong field of Boys 1 trickers and everyone else who had a good day on the water today. And thanks for letting me act like an announcer for a little while. It was fun. Thanks.
So, for those of you watching the webcast on Lake 2, we've just flashed up the sponsors. We thank each one of them very, very much indeed. There we go. USA Water Ski and Wake Sports, Goode, Carbon Innovation, Tri-Lakes, along with our Togo partners, Nautique, Mastercraft, and Malibu, along with Marine Power, OJ Props, Ski Safe Insurance, Masterline, Shoulder Sphere, and we've got support from our ski companies such as HO Syndicate, Radar Skis, D3, and Conley. We also want to thank Splash Eye and skiitagain.com as being webcast sponsors, along with each of the 5 regions under the umbrella of the American Water Ski Association, and you see them right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up so far as the webcast on Lake 2 is concerned. We'll do that within the next few seconds, but this is Tony Lightfoot saying goodbye to you, and be sure to tune in with us tomorrow morning as we continue the 78th Goode Water Ski National Championships right here at Tri-Lakes in Zachary, Louisiana. Ciao for now.